Hey, Michael here at GOLFWOD HQ, and today we are looking through one of our home 25 bodyweight workouts. Now, over the last few months, we have all done a lot more bodyweight workouts relative to everything that's going on in 2020. It's given us a great insight as to how effective, how enjoyable, and how beneficial bodyweight workouts can be. And this one right here is going to help you prepare your body for better golf, whether that's today, next week, or any time. So when working with bodyweight, what we're trying to do is create global movement patterns, great stability, and explosiveness. Okay, once we have that ability to move our body in space and to stabilize, we can then start to create a powerful rotation. We can start to create forces, whether vertically or rotationally, into the swing. And basically, we can get a great workout in with zero equipment. And again, we've all been used to that lately, whether it's been hitting into the net at home, getting in a few burpees in the living room, or getting back to training. We all need options in the world right now so that we can get ourselves in the best shape possible. The Home 25 program was designed exactly for that. Golfers want to be able to rotate, they want a strong core, and you want to be able to create speed out of the ground, and that is exactly what we are focusing on today. This is day one of the 25-yard program, and we're going to get right into it. Okay, so today we are taking you through day one of the Home 25 program, and straight out we are going to go through all of those factors that we talked about. We're looking at stability, we're looking at movement capacity, and we're adding in some explosive rotation. So I'm going to run you through these movements. You can work through these alongside, or you can just take your time and go through these movement patterns. And when you do, this aspect is 4 times round. You are not doing it as quickly as possible. It's not a workout style. You are doing this for quality. So essentially what we want to see is you understanding and increasing your capacity for movement through each and every rep. And how do you do that? 1, awareness. Focus on what you're doing, guys. All right, think about how your body feels in a certain position. We'll go through the movements now. Understand how to create that movement, facilitate that movement, and then take it forwards into your swing. Breathe in is an extremely good way to increase your range of motion, because if you're holding on too tight, you're holding your breath in, your nervous system is just on go. You need to be relaxed. Big breaths in, let it go. That's going to increase your range and your capacity again, guys. All right, so 4 times round, you're going to start out with 20 T-spine rotations with a split stance. Now, this pretty much gets it done in one motion. All right, you're going to open out your hips. You're going to get into a good pattern of motion, and you are rotating all the way through the spine, focusing on the thoracic. Okay, middle of the back, this is something we all need to get better at, because when we sit, there's a lot of people nowadays getting into this slouch position. We need to open up and be able to turn through, because when we get to the swing, if we're looking to create a solid rotation, lots of power, we have to be able to turn around the spine without moving around and shifting our position to be optimal. Okay, so nice and simple. You're going to come down to a push-up position and bring 1 foot forwards up to your hands. Okay, here you're going to take the same hand of the foot that is forwards, reach underneath, open up and around. So every time you're working through that range of motion and you're turning around the spine. Okay, nice and simple, but extremely effective. Okay, in terms of working through this one, the only thing you really need to think about is your back knee. If you need to rest the knee on the ground for some extra support, absolutely fine. If you can keep that knee off the ground, you're going to get just a little deeper into the hips as you open up through that motion. Movement number 2, we're going to go 10 reps, 5 each direction here, guys, okay? And it's going to be a club, it's going to be a lunge with rotation. So we don't need any equipment. But if you do have a golf club to hand, it'll give you a nice external object to focus your movement around. Okay, so very simply, this is one where we're looking at stability through the ground, because we are going into an asymmetrical pattern. So focus on how your foot interacts with the ground, how you turn and stabilize your lower body, sorry, how you stabilize your lower body and then turn your upper body. Thinking about that separation in the swing is going to be huge. Okay, so I want to hold your hands in close to begin with. You're going to step forwards, take that lunge, keeping the back knee off the ground, rotate over the lead side and press. Bring it back in to the front and up. Okay, I would always alternate, so go the other side, down, turn, press, back in and through. So, again, you are stabilizing that lower body, because if you start to turn your upper body and you are tilting, you are moving, you're not going to be as balanced as possible. So, really set yourself down. When you go into that lunge, make sure your front knee is loading through the foot, your back knee goes down, and you're keeping a really nice, tall spine angle. Okay, you're not leaning forward, you're not tilting off to the side. We're going to be solid, cores engaged, and then as we turn, focus on that balance. Press, go, and come back up. Okay, so the press brings in an additional movement pattern, which means that you have to be even more balanced through the ground. Okay, third movement, the Cossack lateral squat. Now, this is one that you might want to look at improving over time. Like me, myself, I can always get better at this movement. Okay, so this is going to take into account quite a lot of challenges through the lower half. And basically it's a lateral single leg squat. Okay, so we're going to come into a wide stance, and again, whenever you're doing any of these movements, make sure you work in within the range of motion that you can execute the movement as cleanly as possible and as efficiently as possible. Okay, so here we're looking to maintain, again, the spine angle the whole way through. We're working through the hips, down into the ankle, and really testing out that motion. So the lateral squat, we're going to come onto one side. The opposite side foot can come up onto the heel, which disengages some of the musculature on that side. We're focusing on the standing leg, guys, okay? So what we're looking at is to hinge down, squat down into that side, and come back up. Okay, so that rotation onto the heel allows you to create that motion, and you're just going to try and squat down as far as possible on each leg, each rep. So what you'll find is how flexible you are, how your mobility stacks up once we go lateral and add in that squat pattern. So things I try and focus on: let your knee hinge and go over the foot so you have room to squat into that lead side, and then from there, keep your balance, guys. All right, your center of gravity is always going to be shifting in this motion as you work your way into that pattern. So take your time to hit the range, feel comfortable, and improve. Movement number 4, nice and simple, but this is where we get that explosive rotation. So you are going to go jumping rotational squats. Okay, so you're going to squat your way into the ground, use the ground forces available to you, and as you extend out the squat, you're going to take off, you're going to jump, which is all about that triple extension. That's the speed we need out of the ground for a really powerful golf swing, and you're going to turn your body as far as possible. Now, as with any jumping movement, focus on the quality of your landing as much as anything else, because 1, you need to be safe landing. 2, your body will respond with more acceleration if it's confident in its own ability to accept deceleration. Basically, you've got to be able to slow yourself down before you can go full speed. Okay, so here you're looking for the best range of motion possible with that squat. You're going to use your arms. So as you set down, really compress into the ground so your weight's going down, your feet are engaged. As you accelerate up, turn, and make sure you always work both directions. So we're going to squat down, turn, and land. So as high as possible, you're probably looking to go 180 in terms of a turn. That's going to be far enough. If you want to go further, if you need to go less, either's absolutely fine, guys. We're looking for you to execute these movements as well as possible. So back down, we're going to set ourselves down and turn. Okay, really focus on the quality of your engagement to the ground, the quality of your squat so that all the big musculature is working, and then land solid. So following on from all of those movement patterns, the last movement in this sequence is going to be the side plank. Okay, working into the core again, different musculature as we go into the side, basically working a little bit more into the obliques. Everything's holding ourselves in position. So we're looking 20 seconds on each side. If you need to do a little bit more, if you need to do a bit less, let's go. Keep building, guys, all right? So from here, we're going down onto your forearm, and at this point, the side of the foot's going to be there. You're going to then push yourself up and hold a straight line here. We don't want to be sagging down so your hips are close to the ground. Hold it up tight. You can take your arm up if you want to. And again, breathe through it. One thing I always try and focus on is the ability to engage your core whilst breathing. So it's not tension, it's just good activation of the musculature. Working both sides, holding really tight. Don't let those hips drop. Feel the core, feel the abs. Working really good. All right, so that's the first set you are working through. You're going to go through that 4 times, quality, not speed, and you are looking to execute each and every movement as well as you possibly can so that your body is going to take those adaptations, it's going to get great workout at home, and it's going to help you improve your golf swing when you get to the tee and go play some golf. All right, so part 1 down. At that point, we are looking for some really specific movement patterns. We're looking for specific stability and then taking in that rotation so that you know you're adding speed and power to your swing. Part 2, we're going to take some of those elements in, but we are going to amp up the intensity, guys, all right? So we all want to improve our health and our fitness. Intensity, speed of movement, and just quality, capacity, and the ability to do this work is going to be huge for all of that, guys. All right, so again, this time you're going to hit 4 rounds. Our numbers and movements change, and this time we are for time, so we're going through this fast. Okay, nice and simple. It's only going to take you a few minutes, but the patterns involved are going to include the whole body. You're going to get a full body workout. You're going to have a good time doing it. You're going to feel great afterwards. Okay, so 4 times as quickly as possible. We are looking at 16 air squats. Okay, whenever we squat, you want to find the best foot position. Everyone's slightly different, but more or less shoulder width with your feet slightly flared out. From there, keep your chest up, knees go forwards. We sit into that full squat, drive up, and go. Okay, so we're looking for the hip to go down to the knee crease or below, full range of motion. Number 2, you are going to go sit-ups. So when I do a sit-up, I'm always looking for, again, a full range of motion. So you think about people in the past, we're doing crunches. The only thing with those is you are just sticking in one very short range of motion, and you can get to a point of kind of finishing in that position. Think Gary Player, my man is fit, but that back is rounded. You know what I'm saying? So what we're looking for is feet together, touch the feet, come all the way back, touch the ground, touch your feet. So there, yes, you're getting a little bit of momentum with the hands, but you're also going through a nice range of motion, flexion and extension of the spine. So basically everything's working. We're not just refining into small muscle groups, we're hitting the whole core and we're hitting a great range of motion. From there, we're going to turn it over and you're going to go 16 cross body man makers. Okay, so 8 on each side, gonna be nice and fast, and you can double up on the core, so you're going to feel this one straight away, and you're looking to take your opposing knee to your opposite elbow. Okay, so right knee to left elbow, left knee, right elbow, back and forth, all right? High intensity, we should be hitting all of these without a break. I want to see you really moving at this point, guys, all right? So good stable position, try and keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Knee goes across, so fast. And that's a great movement pattern. That really helps out because you are adding in so great range of motion to the hips, a little bit of rotation, and a huge amount of core stability while you hold that position. Final movement is going to be push-ups, all right? So 16 air squats, 12 sit-ups, 16 cross-body man makers, 12 push-ups at the finish, okay? So here, again, we are looking for the best range of motion possible, which means having your hands in close, all right? The push-ups where we got here, you're not working in the structure of your body, okay? What we're looking for is hands underneath the shoulders, hips tight, and then the elbows are literally gonna brush past your ribs, guys, all right? So all the way down to the floor, all the way up. Full range of motion every time. If you need to, you can work from the knees, and that just means you are using slightly less of your body weight, and it makes the rep just that little bit easier. 4 times through, 16-12, 16-12, and we are looking for all out intensity. I'm gonna get after it right now. I'll see you out. That's a good burn. Okay guys, so we got it done. Like I said, it just took me a few minutes, but the intensity was high. The whole body's been worked, and we know what's up, guys, all right? So remember, body weight exercises can be extremely efficient and extremely effective, guys, all right? So this right here could be a great workout for a day. It's gonna get the whole body moving. You're gonna increase your heart rate. You're gonna get done in 20 minutes or so. It's not gonna take you too long, and it's going to cover all your bases. Okay, so whether that's your workout for the day, whether that's a great warm-up for the course, either way you are going to see benefits from top to bottom. Okay, so designing these workouts, we're always looking to, again, create incredible stability, massive movement capacity, and the most explosive rotation possible, all of which mean that your swing is going to develop alongside your health and your fitness. So if you want to check out more of these workouts, the Home 25 program is available right now on the website. The link is in the caption, guys. All right, go over, check it out, and hit it up. Outside of that, we have the GOLFWOD app, and there are workouts added every single day. It is going to become one of the absolute biggest libraries for golf fitness workouts anywhere in the world, and we can't wait to have you all join us in the community. Go check out the app right now. You can get a free trial with code WOD7. Again, hit the link in the caption and go get it done, guys, all right? Within the app, you're going to see so much, and the whole aim of GOLFWOD is to create the strongest movement in golf. A community of golfers who want to get fit, get healthy, and play the best golf possible. Okay, so really appreciate you watching today. Comment below, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are only just getting started out with our golf fitness workouts. There are going to be a bunch more videos in terms of content from the tour, equipment, nutrition, and everything else, guys. All right, we are just getting started, but we do appreciate everyone's support. It helps us to continue to move forwards. Okay, follow this workout along. Would love to hear how you enjoy it, and whatever you get done, make sure you're going out there and playing some great golf, guys, all right? Do the work, you will see the results. Appreciate your time. One last time, hit subscribe. Let's go.